Oh yeah, this lighting is great. We're live. Nella, is there anything you want to say to the people? Hello, watch me. My precious Mr. Bigglesworth. I need some coffee. Name that movie. Alright, so I'm sipping on a delicious triple espresso here from my mug, Moon of My Life. This, if you even Game of Thrones, Nella's running amok. If you even Game of Thrones, you'll recognize this. I think I showed this in one of my videos before. May got me this mug and another one that says, "My Sun and Stars" for Valentine's, I think like 2 years ago. So, what is this? This is Who the Heck is the Elder 2.0. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Right here. I don't know, how do you kids do this? Ooh, yeah. See how many weird faces I can make holding up a number 2. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so, what I wanted to do is, since it has been almost a year since I started this channel, and the first video was Who is the Elder, I opened up a Q&A on my Instagram. You guys asked a lot of great, interesting questions about me, Max, May, what I wanted to do with the channel, and we had a lot of fun doing it. It was really fun to kind of have that candid question answer time with May asking the questions. Now she's not here today. Actually, this is in her apartment. She's gone, her roommate's gone, they're at work. Well, they're about to be home from work, half day, because Snowmageddon 2016 is upon us, and I had the day off, and I just borrowed Max's camera because he's a nice guy, and they have phenomenal lighting in here. So good. What I wanted to do was to kind of start off Who is the Elder 2.0 with explaining some things on my own about how 2015 treated me and where I see 2016 taking me. And then in the end, I want to do a little Q&A platform. You dig? Ooh, missed call from May. Okay, anyway. All right, so 2015. What happened and what do I think about it? Now, 2015, now you'll know I've grown because I actually wrote down things on a piece of paper. I never do that. I'm always off the cuff like Spider-Man. So what I wanted to do was kind of talk about 2015 and then 2016, and then like I said at the end, it's all your questions. So 2015, started the YouTube channel. And then my life kind of really began to expand and grow in a lot of different areas. Now, first up, I sort of kind of had a long distance relationship. May moved up to Arlington about 2 or 3 months ahead of Max and I. And so it's only about a 2-hour drive, but still, if any of you have driven the road of 95 between DC and Richmond, that I like to refer to as the 7th ring of hell, you'll know that it's no fun. Now, May at the time was back and forth in some test prep for her nursing board certification, and she was seeing a tutor back in Richmond. So she was back in Richmond several days out of the week. So long distance, sort of, kind of, not really. But that's one area that I wanted to open up. So if you guys had any questions about relationship stuff, long distance relationship, how to deal with you both trying to do different careers in different locations, you know, that's just one topic I thought would be pretty cool. And then Max and I had our own move. So a move from Richmond to Arlington, again, not that far, but new city, new environment, time to meet new people. And it was a lot of fun, pretty hectic, but we both have been growing. And I feel like we kind of outgrew Richmond. I love Richmond, we have a lot of great friends. We go back and visit pretty often still, but we kind of just felt like we tapped all of Richmond's resources. And DC, if any of you have been here or from here or know anything about it, it's a very, very driven city. A lot of people that are very motivated. Everyone's on the hustle, doing something. And so we both very much feed off of that energy. And we just wanted to kind of pursue our own passions. And this was a great environment in which to do so. New job. Now, I've been doing the same job, doing the same company for almost 1.5 years now. My exact title is Wellness Specialist. I am a now certified health coach. A couple of videos ago I explained how I studied for, took, passed the ACE certified health coach exam. But basically I'm a health coach. I work in a concierge physician's office. So basically that means it is a private membership. You pay your dues to see a doctor. And then with that, with your membership, you get certain free consultations with me. So that includes things like personal training, weight loss, body composition analysis, baseline fitness testing, accountability, exercise programming. So really I'm one part therapist, one part exercise physiologist, one part Jenny Craig. But really what we do is all based heavily on a medical model. So we make sure that what I'm saying matches with what the doctor is saying. So we're really focused on improving their overall health, lifestyle, through diet and exercise and healthy lifestyle modifications. Started school full time. As many of you know, I have been in graduate school at American University up here in DC. And while I was in Richmond, was only going part-time, commuting once a week, and then taking some online classes. Well, that commute sucked hard. And I kind of exhausted all my online class options. And so it was a great transition time for me to come up. I just changed offices up here in Northern Virginia with my company. And I live close to work, live close to campus. And so now I'm full-time work, full-time student. That was hectic. So anybody have any questions or comments about balancing that? Again, another great idea, please drop below. It's hard. It's been real hard. 3 days a week. I start my day at like 6 a.m. and I don't get home till like 8:30, 9 p.m. Work, school, work, school, work, school, sleep, eat, repeat. And then something that I never really talked about, but if you look back at some of my vlogs and some of the things that I talked about, or what I talked around, went through a lot of relationship issues. And this year is going to be a big, big year for us. Hint, hint. I love the girl to death. Without a shadow of doubt, that's gonna be the mother of my children. We're gonna have cute little, sort of kind of brown, very hairy babies. Not this year, but soon. But we went through a pretty deep valley last year. Really more of a time for us to both grow individually for a little while. And it was very difficult. It was very hard for both of us. We both dealt with it in our own way. Some space, some time for us to both make sure that we were getting what we wanted out of the other person. We were both headed in the same direction as individual people, but also as a couple. I think there's a very, very, very important point about relationships. You need to look at it, of course, is this my end game? Am I going to be willing to commit more time and effort with this person for the long haul? Or, as painful as it may be, do you need to snip, 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 cut them out? It's never an easy decision, especially when you have a lot of time together with that person. You have a lot of same friends, you live in the same area, but you know what? It's always about making the hard right over the easy wrong. So that was definitely a time period that I think evolved me the most. And so again, another topic I put down I thought would be some really good ideas from questions for you guys on some relationship stuff. So I think I might do like a spin-off on just do some Ask the Elder advice columns on relationships, work, graduate school, undergraduate school, the military. By no means do I think that where you going, Ella? By no means do I think I have all the answers to life's questions or problems, but I'm 30 years old. I was in the Army for 6 years. I've been through a huge family ordeal. I lost my father when I was 19 years old to a terrible terminal illness, Lou Gehrig's disease. Actually, today, right now, this is January 22nd, is the 11th anniversary of his passing. He died in 2005 after an 18-month diagnosis. From diagnosis to when he passed was 18 months, and he had a very, very hard battle with ALS, and it was something that shook our family. And honestly, 11 years now, about at a point to where I can talk about it, I can push through it, I can look at pictures and situations and I don't just have horrendous flashbacks. Honestly, I developed a little bit of mild PTSD with it because my time when I was in the military was when he was sick, and so I only ever saw him and my family about every couple months, and with Lou Gehrig's disease, every couple months it just gets worse and worse and worse. And so every time I came back home, he wasn't the same person I knew. He was someone who was just literally being eaten alive. Any of you guys that have been through cancer, illness, accident, something that has just really rocked your family due to something out of your control, I sympathize with you. So it's been a long, long time, and it's been something now that through a lot of finally getting things out in the open and talking about them, I've really gotten strong at the broken places. There's actually a great book about a lot of people dealing with terminal illness and sickness. I highly recommend you go check it out. Pretty sure it's just called Strong of the Broken Places. So we would normally be with our family. We go back home every year. All of our friends and family get together to honor the memorial, honor the passing of our dad. And because he was such a great man and he influenced and touched all of our lives in such a positive way. And I am, without a shadow of a doubt, a drop in the bucket to the guy that he was. And I really thank him, and I thank my stepmom for raising me that way. Thank you, Dad. I'm sorry I can't be with my family, but it's Snowmageddon 2016 up here in Northern Virginia, DC area. We normally go back home to Roanoke every year, like I said, but it's just gonna be about 18,000 feet of snow, and we just don't wanna risk anyone else getting hurt or injured making that trek back home. So, first time in 11 years, haven't been able to be with family, but I do get to be with my brother, May, and we talk to everybody. And so, and oddly enough, my sister just had her first baby yesterday, so just hours away from the anniversary of her dad passing, she had my nephew, Asher, little baby boy. They're both doing really well and healthy, and I think it's very, very cool that he came at the time that he did. Yeah, so 2016, moving forward, who's the Elder 2.0? This is a time where I really started to develop a lot of goals. Now, in my profession, I help people develop goals, learn about setting goals, reach them, and then go past them. But I've never really been one to set goals myself. I kind of just have a general idea and go through the motions. This has been something that I want to do more regularly. I'm making YouTube more serious. I'm going to be upgrading soon, getting my own camera here, kicking that iPhone to the curb. Hopefully Max just lets me borrow this a couple more times. But yeah, so it's gonna be a great year. 2016 has a lot in store for me, a lot in store for May and I, and a lot in store for Team Chewning. And so I wanna open up this video, again, kinda just let you guys know where I stand, how 2015 has treated me, where I wanna go. And again, drop your questions and comments down below. Anything that you did not get answered or you wanna see from me in the future, please let me know. Also, if you like the new banner artwork, I'm gonna leave the guy's information and help me out with that. His name is David. Really cool guy, helped me out a lot. A lot of questions back and forth, kind of like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do that? And I think it looks really good. So I'm trying to improve some things on the channel and little bits and pieces that way. And I just wanna keep giving you guys regular content, informative content, and I really am enjoying the whole idea of sharing my experiences, my passions, failures, and my goals with you. So let's grow together in 2016. As my man Elliot Hulse would say, help you become the strongest version of yourself. So you guys have a great weekend. If you're in the area this weekend up here in Northern Virginia, or really on track at all for Hurricane Jonas, Storm Jonas, whatever it's called, batten down your hatches, stay warm, find a good snuggle bunny, and as always, you stay classy, planet Earth.